is up, guys? Welcome back to the final part of the Lefty pixel art tutorial. So if you've made it this far, you're probably almost done with Lefty. I'm sorry for the people who wait week by week for this stuff. Some of you guys in the future just get to see the finished tutorials, but the other guys who are watching daily, they have to wait a while because I do take my time. I did say I was not going to upload a tutorial until I finished all the parts so that I have faster uploads, but this one was an exception. I don't know why I did it. I thought I would be faster. So we're going to continue and just get this thing done. Let's start from the mouth and work our way up. So I'm going to make myself invisible. And from there, we're going to go to the lower part of his jaw we created last time. As you can see, I'm looking at it on the left screen. And we should have this three-shaped R thingy backwards right here. Is where we want to go. And we're going to start in the top right corner of it. So from that top right corner, we're going to first go up and to the right 4 vertical pieces of coal. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to up and to left 1 single. And then up and to left 4 vertical again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that should touch another piece at a diagonal, which is fine. There's gonna be a lot of weird pieces right here, guys. Trust me, it looks really weird. Once you color it, it gets a little bit better, but I can't promise that you won't get a little bit confused. If you're 1 or 2 blocks off at certain points, like let's say you ended right here, it wouldn't even matter. Just make sure it looks kind of the same. Hopefully everything is perfect though. Now going back to the single we paste, we're gonna go to the right of it, and we're going to extend about 6 blocks straight up. So we're to the right of it right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. So that's like the left side of the mouth. Now we're going to have to shift over and do a bunch of the teeth and stuff. So let's go down a little bit to where we have this lowercase L kind of shape right here. It looks kind of like a Tetris piece. And what we're going to do is the block all the way on the right side. So this one right here is actually going to get 5 on top of it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can delete some of the placement blocks. Let me actually make sure that's correct as well, just because I don't want to be giving you guys wrong instructions. Now from there, we're going to go up and to the right 2 flat, down and to the right 2 vertical. So we're going to be shaping out the teeth. And from that 2 vertical, we're going to go to the bottom block, and we're going to do 2 things. First, to the left side of it, we're going to put a placement block so we can go down into the left 4 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then to the right side of that same block, we're going to put 3 to the right. 1, 2, 3. Now from there, we're going to go down into the right 4 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up and to the right 5 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down to the right 4 vertical again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And as you can see, we already got 3 of the teeth done. As we reach the right side, you will slowly start to realize that there's not that many teeth. It's just to make sure you have the right spots. And I think this tutorial might be a lot shorter than I thought, because once we're done with the teeth, we only have the eyes and then the colors, and then, yeah. So this shouldn't be too long, hopefully. Anyways, let's keep moving. From here now, we're going to go to this 4 vertical, the top block, and we're going to go up and to the right 1 single. Up and to the right 4 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down and to the right 5 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And from the top block into 5 vertical, we're going to go up and to the right 3 flat just to keep the pattern going. Up and to the right 4 vertical, so placement block to the right side or top spot, so we can go 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's actually like a metal plate in his mouth, so we're gonna need the right part of that plate as well. So on the bottom block in this 4 vertical, we're gonna go down into the right 1 single, down into the right 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. And just pause each time in these parts, guys. Make sure you have the right blocks placed. Some of you guys are experts and get these done right away, which is I'm very proud of. But there's always that one comment that I get, whether it be 1 year down the line or right away, if somebody just really angry that they messed up. And I'm going for the people who do these tutorials regularly. Like, some people just are just like, this is their first video ever and they're not used to it. So that's why I say these things. Anyways, from the single, we're going to go up and to the right 1 single again. Up and to the right 3 flat, so placement block right here or here. 1, 2, 3. From that 3 flat, we're going to go to the left block. Whoops. And on the left block, we're going to put 2 more on top of it. 1, 2. Now, there's a bunch of weird hanging parts right here now, and we're going to get to those later. Just make sure that you put them in the right spot so things will meet up. So, on this L shape we have now, go to the bottom right block, and we're going to do 2 things with it. Underneath it, we're going to put a placement block, and on top of it, we're going to put a placement block, because what we need to do is we're going to go down and to the right, 2 vertical, 1, whoops, 1, 2, then down and to the right, 1 single, and on top of it, we're going to go up and to the right, 3 flat. So 1, 2, 3. From that 3 flat, we're going to finish the final tooth in the bottom row by going down and to the right, 2 vertical. So placement block underneath, 1, 2. And as you can see, that's about 8 teeth. So that's the lower tooth, or the lower part of the mouth, which is pretty good. We didn't take that long to do it, but we need to reach the upper part now. So what I'm going to do is we're going to shift over to the plating in the mouth and then go around and do this side. So let's go to the right side now. If you look, we have this weird extension line right here going up from the bottom part of the face into the top part. That's actually a steel rod that's holding Lefty's top and bottom half. So let me just put a marker on it so you can see. But each one of these steel rods have a left and a right side. This is just the right side of it. So let's get the left side working. So to the left of the steel rod, we're going to go down and to the left to the single, then down and to the left to this 2 flat. And from this 2 flat, we're going to go to the left block and add 8 blocks on top of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. Next, we're going to follow that line again and go down and to the left 1 single, down and to the left to the 2 flat, and to the left block in this 2 flat again. We're going to go above it 10 pieces of coal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Now, there is going to be some gaps in the pixel art, by the way. Like, some of the pieces of the mouth and stuff are supposed to be left blank. So, I will show you that later. But anyways, from this 2 flat, we're going to go down to left to the 3 flat right here. And on the first block in this 3 flat, so this one over here, or the ending block if you're counting from the right to left, just go all the way to the left. We're going to extend this one up 11 going up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Perfect. Now, actually, if you look at the thumbnail, this part of the pixel art is actually missing. So I'm going to show you guys something I even missed on my first build. So this part will not be in the thumbnail because I actually just found it out now that I'm missing it. But this one is for you. So in between the 2 rods right here, you can see there's a center spot right here. So let me just fill it in so you can see it on the screen. It's kind of hard to grasp because you can't tell where the middle rod is. But this spot right here is in the middle. What we want to do is on the left side, we're going to count up 4 pieces of the dirt. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And replace that with a block of coal. And from that replacement, we're going to go up and to the right one and replace that one with a block of coal as well. And you can color it from now. Everything below that piece will be the color of Lefty's, like the inside of his mouth. So it'll be a black wool, not a black coal. So underneath right here, we can color it in with black just so we don't forget to do it later. Because like I said, in my finished build, I actually left this out. So if you look at the thumbnail, this spot right here will be empty, but this is supposed to be colored. So I'm showing you this right now. So there you go. Anyways, moving on, we're going to go to the left rod. And starting from the bottom where we have the 3 flat right here, we're actually going to count up 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And on that 4th block, we're going to put 10 pieces of blocks of coal to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. From that 10, we're going to go all the way to the end, and we're going to mark the final block, and we're going to mark the 3rd block. Now the 3rd block is going to get 1 piece of coal on top. We're then going to go up and to the right 1 single from it, and then up and to the right 5 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5th block's already there from when we did the top part of his face, so that's fine. This area right here where I'm swinging at now will be empty. It will be left blank forever, so we're fine with that. Let's go back to the ending block we marked though, and we're gonna go down into the left from it, so put your placement block underneath or to the left. That's why we said down or to the left. 15 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Perfect. And if you noticed, it did end up meeting with those lines we had hovering around, which is why I said make sure you count those correctly, because you want them to connect when we did that. If they didn't, then let's say they maybe ended right here or something, just fill them in and connect them. It'll be fine. I'm pretty sure it won't mess up the pixel art too badly. Anyways, from the end of the 15, we are going to go below the last two and put one piece of coal under each. Then from there, we're going to go down into the left. From the bottom two coals, one single, and this is the tongue we're shaping out right now, because the tongue will be behind his teeth. We're then going to go down to the left, two flat, 1, 2, and then down to the left, two singles, 1, 2. So now everything from this part to the wire frame we have right here will be red. You will see it in the finished build, so I probably shouldn't tell you the colors right now. You'll be fine. The finished build will show you everything. It will highlight everything for you guys that you were missing, and you will not be left in the dark on these things. But anyways, instead of working from the two flat on the bottom now, let's go back to the top. And in this top left corner right here, we're now going to go up into the left, two flat to start off. From the first block into two flat, we're going to put 3 on top. 1, 2, 3. From the left block into two flat, we're going to add 5 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're then going to go up into the left, 2 vertical. Down into the left, 4 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then from the 4 flat, we're going to put 1 to the left. And from that 1 to the left, we're going to add 1 to the top. And then extend the rest of it all the way down until we meet what we already had built here. And that should be it for the mouth. So as you can see, there's a lot of detail here that's just very confusing to look at. But if you see the finished build, you'll know where the colors go. And I forgot some teeth over here, so we're not actually done. So what we're going to do now to finish these teeth that I missed is we're going to go all the way to the top of his snout right here. And let me mark it out for you guys to see. So this part of his snout. Look at the right hand screen right now where I'm coloring it in. You see the dirt I placed? That's the part of the face we want. We have an 8 flat right here and a 4 flat. And then we have a 3 flat right after it. Now in the middle block on the 3 flat we have right here, we're going to put 2 pieces of coal underneath. Just to mark it, because we need to meet up with that later. But going back to the 8 flat, we're going to start from the right side and count 2 to the left. So 1, 2, so it's this one. And from that block, we're going to put 3 underneath as well. Now a lot of you are wondering how will this meet. We're going to go to the middle block in the 3 we just placed going down. So this one right here. And we're going to add 3 to the right. 1, 2, 3. We're then going to go up into the right 3 flat. 1, 2, 3. And now we are actually finished with the mouth. So it looks pretty confusing actually, but it's fine. We will find some way to survive this chaos. Yeah, it's fine. So now moving up, we have the little freckles we need to do in his nose, which I should have done a long time ago actually, because the freckles now take up a lot of space. But let's start with the left freckles, then the right ones, then we'll move on to the eye. We are at the 14-minute mark, so this will take a little bit longer than I thought, because the eyes are going to be their own little demon. Before the freckles, let's go to the nose we have right here. And on the 2 flat we have on the left side, so whoops, I fell. So the 2 flat we have right here on the lower half of the nose, we are actually going to add 6 placement blocks to the left of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, followed by a block of coal. Then from that block of coal, we're going to go down into the left, 2 singles with the placement block, so like this. And then we're going to go down into the left, 1 block of coal. So I'm leaving like a map for you guys to see what we're building so far. Then from that new coal we placed, we're going to switch back to our grass block. We're going to go down into the right, 1 single with it. Down into the right, 2 flat. And to the right of that 2 flat, we're going to put another block of coal. And that's it for the left side freckles. You can now delete all the dirt, and you should have your floating black spots on the face. Now going to the right side of the nose where we have the 2 vertical, we're going to go to the bottom block, so this 2 vertical right here. We're going to go to the bottom block and put 6 pieces of grass to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After you have that, now you can follow that up with 1 piece of coal. And we'll do a similar map to what we did before. So from that coal, we're going to switch to our grass block, and we're going to go down and to the right 3 singles with it. Like this. And to the right of the final single, we're going to put 1 block of coal. Then from here, what we're going to do is we're going to find this block of coal, and we're going to go down and to the left 2 flat 2 times in a row. So underneath it, 2 flat like that. Then down and left 2 flat again. So you have something that looks like this. And then to the left of that second set, we're going to put another block of coal. And now you can delete your dirt. Now, if some of this is a little bit hard for you to follow, you can just put your freckles in any formation that you want, and it should look fine. Like if I move these over a little bit, it wouldn't look much different, other than if you're comparing it to my final build. Well, let me save it actually before I lose all my progress, because if I do, I would actually rage. I would. I'm gonna drink some water real quick. So somebody's gonna listen to me drink the water and they're like, that's weird. Yeah, I need to stay hydrated while I'm talking, otherwise my voice is gonna hurt. So we're gonna go to the left eye first, and where we have these 3 singles is where we're gonna start, and we're gonna go up and to the right from them, so you can put your placement block on top. 9 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're then going to start going to the left, so you can put up and to the left, which is your grass block right here. 1 single. We're just making a circular shape. There will be like 3 circles within this circle as well. 1 for the eyelid, another for the eyeball, and another for the pupil. From here, we're going to up and to the left 2 flat. Up and to the left 11 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And from that 11 flat, we're going to go to the final block, and we're going to do 2 things. First, we're going to put 3 grass blocks on top of it, followed by 2 pieces of coal on top of that. And that's the start of the left eyebrow. We're not going to continue it yet. We'll wait for the eyeballs to be done. The second thing we'll do from this block is we're going to go down and to the left from it, 1 single. So placement block 1. And before we bring this down, we're going to go to the left side, put a placement block again to go down to left 2 vertical. Down to left 9 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Down to right 2 vertical now, and we're getting really close to the rest of the cheekbone, so it should connect. And then down to the right 7 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. Now, like I promised, we have to do the other circles inside. So from the 7 flat we just placed, we're going to go to the right side of it, and let's count over 3 blocks from the left. So 1, 2, 3. From that one, we're going to put a block of coal on top, and that will be where we start our next circle. So we're going to be going up and to the left, and then up and to the right. So I just suggest you put your placement block on top each time, so you can switch sides easier. So we're first going to go up and to left 2 vertical. 1, 2. Placement block on top. Up and to left 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. Now don't put the placement block on top yet, because on this 3rd block right here, this top block, we're going to put 1 to the right, and then we're going to put another 3 on top. 1, 2, 3. Whoops. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. From there, we're going to go placement block on top, up and to the right 2 vertical. 1, 2. Up and to the right 2 flat. 1, 2. Up and to the right 6 flat now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then to finish this up, we're going to go down and to the right 2 flat and then 1 single. So down and to the right 2 flat and then 1 single. And it all connects back into this circular spot right here. Now for the inner pupil, we're going to go to this 1 single we put to the right of that 3 vertical. All we need to do is go up and to the right 1 single, up and to the right 9 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And from that 9 flat, on the second block from the left, we're going to put 1 underneath it. And on the third block from the right, so going to the right side, we're going to count 3 blocks over. 1, 2, 3. We're going to put 1 underneath that. Let me zoom out so you can see it. And just to connect this 9 flat to the wall now, we're going to go down and to the right 1 single from the end of it, just like that. So that's our eyelid. Now we have a 1 and a 1 hanging below each side. What we're going to do is on the left one, we're going to go down and to left 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. Down and to the right 2 vertical. 1, 2. Down and to the right 4 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to just copy what we did on this side to that side. So we're going to go 2 and then 3. So we're going to up and to the right 2 and then up and to the right 3. So placement block 1, 2. Placement block 1, 2, 3. And now the eye's looking really good. All we need to do is that square in the middle just for the pupil. So in order to do that, we're going to find the middle block right here by counting, I guess, 2 over to the right from the bottom of this 3. On each side you can do it. You can count 2 to the left over here or 2 to the right. And then we're going to put a block of coal, filling that in, and then another layer on top. Pause if you need to, but we're going to continue to the right eye now because the left eye is finished. And then we'll do the eyebrows last. Now, on the right eyebrow, we have this started off. We have a 3 flat on each side. Let's start with the left side again. So from there, we're going to go up and to the left 2 flat. And from the left block into 2 flat, we are now going to put 2 on top of it to create this L. We're then going to put a placement block on top of it, and just be careful as you build these, just make sure you have the correct counts because you don't want to mess with the eye this late into the pixel art. We're going to up and to the left 7 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And before we continue at the top block, we're going to count from the bottom and find the third block from the bottom and put 3 blocks to the right of it. 1, 2, 3. We're then going to find our way back to the top so we can continue the circle. We're going to keep putting our placement block on the top each time as we go up and to the right 2 vertical. Up and to the right 1 single. Up and to the right 2 flat. Up and to the right 10 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And from this 10 flat, we're going to find the first block on the left side and put 1 on top. And once we have that 1 on top, we're going to put another coal after that. And that will be where we start this eyebrow. So you can delete the dirt now and go to the end of the 10 so we can finish the circle. So now we have both starting points for both eyebrows, but we have to finish this eye. So from this 10, we're going to underneath it now with our placement block, and we're going to go down into the right 2 flat, down into the right 1 single, down into the right 2 vertical. And you can see it's starting to curve out already. So all we need to do is curve it back in and then touch down with the 3 flat we have there. So we're going to go down into the right 6 vertical now, placement block underneath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is the farthest point to the right, so we're going to start going left now. So curve back to the left side. 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. And then 2 flat to connect. So down to left 2 flat. And there we go. Now to finish the inner part of the eye, we already have this 3 flat coming in. So all we have to do with that is go to the final part of it right here and add another 3 blocks to the top. 1, 2, 3. From those 3 blocks to the top, the first block is going to get 2 to the right. Middle block gets nothing. Top block, we're going to get 3 singles going up and to the right. So 1, 2, 3. And actually, did I add? Oh yeah, it's a 2 to the right, not 3 to the right. That's okay. So now what we're going to do is from those 3 singles, we'll start with that. We're going to up and to the right 3 flat. Up and to the right 2 flat. 1, 2. Then we're going to go underneath now. Down to the right 3 flat. Down to the right 2 flat. And then down to the right 2 singles, 1, 2. That's the top of the eyelid. We still need the other half of it. So where we have the 2 flat we just did, we're going to have another split. Where to the right of this 2 flat, we're going to put an extra block. And from that extra block, we're going to put 2 underneath and 1 on top. From the 1 on top, we're going to add another 11 to the right of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. From the 1 on the bottom, we're going to go down to the right 2 vertical. Down to the right 6 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Up and to the right 3 flat. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to up and to the right 2 vertical to meet this spot right here. But it's not touching the wall, so what we have to do is on this middle block right here, we're just going to add 1 to the right. And now we need this eyeball. So this eyeball is a little bit crusty, to be honest. I think it has the same frame, it's just not the same color. So, yeah. I'm not pretty sure how I did it. I think I just left the eyeball. I think I just colored in the eyeball at this point. So we're going to get some light dark gray, not light dark gray wool. Or just gray wool in general. And from the left side, we're going to put 2 placement blocks. Then we're going to put 5 gray wool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From there, we're going to put another layer of 5 gray wool underneath it. And then 3 centered gray wool like that for this eye. Now, if I need to correct it later, I will. But for now, that's the way it was. And I think we did the outline. Or maybe we did it like that and outlined it. But I think this is the way I did it. So I'm going to leave it like that. Once we go over to colors, we'll see if it's right or not. Now let's move on to the eyebrows. And we will be done with this tutorial completely. So, good news. And I'm going to save it again just because the eyes took quite a doozy out of me. And I would hate to redo them. So, going back to the left eye now. We have this 2 vertical right here. And all we're going to do is on the top block, we're going to go up and to the right 5 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up and to the right 6 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then from the final block into 6 flat, instead of working at the diagonal, we're just going to put 4 underneath it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bottom block again, we're not going to work at the diagonal, we're going to put 2 to the left. We're then going to go up and to the left 4 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then to lock out the shape, we're going to go down and to the left 4 flat again. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that's it for that eyebrow. Now moving on to the right eyebrow. This one is hovering right above this facial spot right here to the left side. So we're going to add 3 to the left. We're then going to go up and to the left 4 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4. And on the top block right here, this one is going to follow the same pattern where it's not going to be working at the diagonal. Instead, it's going to connect on this exact block. We're going to add 12 to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So all we need to do now is lock this shape out by going down to the right 1 single, down into the left 3 flat from that single. And to finish this little spot right here, we're going to go down to left 5 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that is it. Now we're going to jump into the finished build and go over the colors there. And if you guys wanted to cover the mic, because I know I have spots in the mic, you can kind of do like a zigzag pattern. It doesn't really matter, but I will show you the pattern I did on mine once we get back to it. But yeah, it's just like you can do like an X pattern like this and just have it going checkered all around. And I know some people don't want to do it like that, so if you guys want to do your own pattern, you can, but otherwise I will show you the pattern I did. You can copy it. Alright, so we're back to the finished build right now. Like I said, I'm going to go over the mic first so you guys can see my pattern. Everything else is there laid out for you guys. We will go over the color palette, and I forgot to load up my tray with the colors before I started, so it's my bad. But if you guys want to start the pattern I did, basically, you could see all I did was starting from the 3 flat right here. I put a block underneath it with coal, and I went all the way to the right side with it, and I stopped at the diagonal there, but then I created like weird diagonal patterns with it. So I don't want you guys to copy this word for word. You guys can do your own little microphone pattern. For all I know, instead of doing a pattern like this, like having a checkered pattern of this and this, then that, like having them go back and forth would be better. So don't copy my mic pattern. If you guys want to, you can just pause the screen right here and see what I did. It's like a repetitive 3-2 going down into it, and then it just extends straight across. It is not a good microphone by any stretch of the imagination. But let's find the colors, because I actually don't know them. So I think I used this, the terracotta or the concrete powder. So let me see. I think I used yellow concrete. I'm gonna use gray, black, red. So let's check it out. There's probably a light gray one right here. So yeah, we have light gray concrete as the color, yellow concrete. We're gonna go over the colors first. Gray concrete. Once I make sure I have all the colors, I'll discuss it with you guys. I'm pretty sure this is black concrete filling it in here. Yep. Is this red concrete? Yep. So we're missing only like one color left. I think this is white concrete, so let me look for that. I'm sorry for any background noise. Yep, white concrete. And that's the last color besides the orange up here, which is orange wool. Don't know why I used wool, but yeah, I did. And then for the eyes, we have, what is this? Oh god. This is black concrete powder? Yeah, it is. Okay. And black concrete powder. So, final check right here is yellow concrete, gray concrete, black concrete, red concrete, light gray, white, orange wool, and then black concrete powder are the colors we're gonna need. So make sure you have those. And we're gonna start from the bottom and work our way up. So every part of the fur is gonna be gray concrete, just so you know from now. The only spots we're gonna need the black concrete is right here. There's a shadow in his armpit on the left side, and right here on the right side, you can see there's a shadow above here and shadow over there, because that's a hole in his shoulder where the metal piping, which is going to be light gray concrete, or no, this is light gray wool, but I'm pretty sure you can swap it out. Yeah, like if I swapped it out, nobody would notice right now. Nobody would notice anything. So actually, you can use light gray concrete or light gray wool. Either is fine. But yeah, we have gray concrete for the shoulder blades right here. The piping right here, make sure you color that in. Then for the chest, the lower half of the star right here is yellow. Then we have the light gray above that, followed by the bow tie. Then paying attention to the neck, this is all black concrete, except for this rod right here and this rod over here. In between that is black concrete as well. Going up into the mouth now, there's this spot over here that, remember, I marked for you guys, and I said I didn't have in my finished build, but you guys will. There was this spot right here. Like, we put a block right here and we colored this in. This was supposed to be colored in. See, it makes sense to color it in, but I didn't. So I showed you guys how to do that. Make sure you color that in or keep the colors you placed earlier. If anything, we use black wool, just swap it out with black concrete. Then we have the gray concrete for the entire jawline. Then going up into the left side right here, this triangular spot is gray concrete. This left part of the jaw is gray concrete, but that's where it ends for the lower half of the jaw. We're gonna put black concrete in this little crevice right here. And then we're gonna put light gray wool in between that, because that's a rod in his mouth. All his teeth will be white concrete. The only spots that will be any different is this hole right here. To the left side of his tongue is black concrete. His entire tongue is red. Then to the right of it, we have a rod right here, so we're gonna need the light gray again. And then we have black right there. This part will never be filled in as well, so leave that blank. And then we have black underneath it. Moving up into the face, make sure this under part of his cheekbone is gray concrete. And on the left side, we should have a 2 flat area right here. Yep, right here underneath this cheekbone will be 2 concrete as well. Other than that, it's pretty simple. You see, we have the red for the cheeks, light gray for the rest of the nose, then black for the tip of the nose. Then going up into his face, we have black concrete for the fur, red for the hat, gray concrete for the ears, light gray for inner ears, and then for the eyeballs, we have something different. On the most outer part of it, we're going to be using black wool. This is black wool, I'm 100% sure. Yep. So actually, we can grab black wool right now if you don't want to use black concrete powder. The reason why we did this weird black wool spot right here is because there's 3 shades of black in the right eye, because his right eye is dead, it's robotic. So we needed a 3rd shade of black. So I used black wool right here for the outer part of the eye. So we're going to use black wool on the outer part. The eyelid's going to be red, white concrete for the eyeball, orange wool for the pupil, and that's it for the left eye. Right eye, above the eyelid, we're going to have black wool. Below the eye, we're going to have black concrete powder. And remember, this drops to the ground, so make sure you place it carefully. Inside the eye, we're going to have the gray concrete we placed earlier, or the gray wool. And then the black wool again inside. We just didn't want the black wool touching the black wool over there. But it was okay to touch the concrete powder because they look different shades. Then in the eyebrows, we had the black wool as well, but you can also put black concrete if you want. Doesn't really matter. And you make sure those are the same, and you should be done. So this did take a long for me to release to you guys. I'm very sorry, and hopefully it was on the screen long enough for you guys to be able to copy it. I usually do my coloring parts like this because coloring it together is pretty pointless because a lot of you guys just use the thumbnail anyways. But hopefully you guys did enjoy. This is Phoenix, and as always, I will see you guys later. Goodbye.